Hello guys, in this video we will be seeing how to generate music using your laptop without any instruments. Surprised, right? Yeah. So music generation is very important nowadays, right? It has many applications. Musicians or artists build what is generated by a machine and produce their own. But what if I tell you that you can generate a music using software and then sell it to companies? Yeah, that's actually possible using neural networks. Yeah, so today we will be seeing how to generate a music using neural networks. Okay, so as you guys know that every music has certain notes, right? For example, here I have a MIDI file and these are the keys which are pressed on a particular time steps. So these are the time steps and these are the keys pressed during that time step. For example, at time step 2 for to consider it 2, key C is pressed. Okay, yeah, and we this is the graph of the MIDI file, and when we provide this MIDI file to the computer, we provide it in the form that our model can understand. Okay, so these are all the events that our model understands. Also we provide him with the data and start node and end node. Okay, we will, as we go further, you will know what is the start node, end node, right? Okay, so let's see the code. So here I have first created a MIDI manipulation file. Then here I will be converting my MIDI file to the matrix. Now why do we need to convert it into matrix and how will it work? So MIDI file will be trained on neural networks, and a neural networks are basically of two types: feed forward neural network and recurrent neural network. So in feed forward neural network we only have one hidden layer, and we need so our so our so that neural networks will only have the capability to recollect some information. Okay, and so these feed forward neural networks are not useful for us, but we will be using a recurrent neural network which will allow our model to recollect all the information from the past. Yeah, so we will be using a recurrent neural network. Also, we will be using an LSTM neural network, that is long short term memory, so that we ensure that our model will not go through memory loss. So let's get started. So as I told you, our model generates uh, so as I told you that a particular key is pressed at a particular time step, right? Yeah. So this is a matrix of the key pressed at a particular time steps. We record all the keys at their time steps and we provide it to the encoder. Encoder encodes it, and using some probabilistic function it decodes the matrix, which will provide us with a new music at a particular time step. Okay, got it. So this was the basic understanding of how music will be generated using our model. Okay, so in this code MIDI manipulation.python file, I have created my matrix that I just showed you. So we have just defined lower bound and upper bound, and based on this I have created my matrix that I will be providing for my to the encoder so that it can generate a new node, right? Okay, now let's see our RBM file in which we will be talking about how I actually generated this music. Okay, so our RBM file contains all the libraries that I have used for my music generation. Okay, these are the libraries that we will be using for our music generation. Now, getSongs function is a function which we will use to process our songs from the folder that we have. So this is the folder from which we will be taking our songs and providing our input to the neural network so that it can be trained, and in this output folder we will be generating a new music based on the input that we had provided. Okay, so let's see. So this function basically just creates, or basically just gets the song that we are going to train on. So now these songs are converted to a MIDI file, and we are ready with our MIDI file so that we can train our model. So as I told you earlier that a music has certain start and end, right? So lowest node is the start of the MIDI file and highest node is the end of the MIDI file. We take these parameters to train our music. Number of time steps is we will be creating is 150, and as I told you that all the neural networks have certain hidden layers and certain visible layers. So here we have defined them. Now the number of training epochs that we are going to run are 200. For each epoch we go through the entire data set. Okay, this is a batch size on which, like, we will be providing a batch of 100 songs. Okay, and this LR constant is the rate at which our model will be trained. These so okay, now these are the variables that I have defined. Like, this X variable is a placeholder variable which holds our data information. Okay, it holds our data basically. Then this W variable holds the weight of the variable. Now I have defined two bias vectors which will be using in probabilistic function that I talked earlier about. Okay, so now I have created this def sample function. This is just a helper function to this function, as it will we will see it forward. Okay, so when this function is called, we will be calculating the probability distribution based on the weight and bias vectors. Okay, and then we will propagate the visible layers value to some sample hidden values in xk. So we have used various sigmoid function, as you can see, and now I will be I will be talking about the sample function that I used earlier. So this sample function is just will just take the value probability from this function, and it will tell the function that it basically just rounds off it to 0 or 1 so that we can provide a simple input to our model. Okay, so our model will get a probability of either 0 or 1. Okay, so now let's start the session. Okay, we will be first initializing the variables of the model. Then we will run our model through the data that we provided using using the number of epochs that I talked earlier about. Okay, now we will be taking our input and size of each song, and do we provide the number of time steps that we used earlier. So basically we just create a vector, a huge vector of the songs that we had provided using various parameters that we talked earlier about, like number of time steps and epochs. Okay, so we just initialized our variable, then we use these number of epochs to go through the dataset, and then once our vector of this song is created, we will be we will be converting it to MIDI file again. So once we create a vector using that decoder that I talked earlier about, we will be again creating a MIDI file out of it, and when our MIDI file is created, it will be it will be using this node start matrix to MIDI function that we had defined. Now this function will be this vector s that contains the output or in the vector form will be converted to the MIDI form, MIDI file in this output folder. Like basically this is just a path where this music will be generated. In our case it is the output folder, so our music will be generated here. Okay, so now let's go and run our file. When we run our RPM file, it basically first processes all the songs that we had talked and provided to the model, and based on these songs it will generate a new music using the number of epochs as 200. So basically this is just a parameter that we had defined earlier. You can always change the parameters and generate new music. Okay, now we will see what is the output that we got. So we have got this music as the output. So we have got this music as the output using the data that we provided, and our neural network generated a new music. So isn't that amazing, guys? Yeah. Hope you liked my video. Thank you.